All right, here we go. Question number 2 from our Calculus 1, homework number 1 in WebAssign. It says a pulse laser operates by storing charge on a capacitor and releasing it suddenly when the laser is fired. And then it goes on to say a lot more. The important stuff we need to get, though, is that the charge represented by Q remaining on the capacitor is determined by the time measured in seconds after the laser is fired. So we have a table of data that WebAssign has shown us the graph for, showing that the charge is decreasing over time. And then it wants us to find the slope. So it says given the points P, 0.04, 6.702, and R, basically 0, 10 on the graph, we find the slope of the secant line rounded to 2 decimal places as follows. So since they gave me 2 points and I need to find the slope, we know that that formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And they have set up every value except for y1. And so that y value is going to be the red number highlighted here. So all I have to do is fill in that value with 6.702. The rest of the values are already populated. And then I need to pull up my handy dandy calculator using the fraction button and calculate the slope. And so that'll be 10 minus 6.702 divided by 0 minus 0.04 is going to be negative 0.04. And that as a decimal is negative 82.45. Entering that value into WebAssign, negative 82.45. And then if we scroll down, the following table shows the results of similar calculations for the slopes of other secant lines. So they've given us a table where they've already done most of the work for us. And then if we keep scrolling down, it says from this table, we would expect the slope of the tangent at time 0.04 to lie somewhere between negative 74.25 and negative 60.80. Now the reason for that is because if you look at the table, this information, the t values from 0.02 to 0.06, these are centered around a t value of 0.04. And so that's where they get that information from. And then it says, in fact, the average of these slopes of the two closest secant lines can be calculated with the calculator. So again, we're going to pull up our calculator and calculate the average. 0.5 is a half times negative 74.25 minus 60.80, and as a decimal gives us negative 67.525. Negative 67.525 as our estimated slope at time 0.04. It says, so by this method we estimate the slope of the tangent line rounded to the nearest integer. So that 5 is going to round that up to a negative 68. Negative 68 estimated to be the slope of the tangent at 0.04. So if we scroll down to the graph, at that point, we're estimating the slope to be negative 68. And then it says this gives an estimate of the slope of the tangent line as, and then they've shown us a calculation here, which is close to what we had. Let's see what we got if we click grade this. Scanning back through the answers, we can see that we got green checks for all of our work. And so that's going to do it for this particular problem. If you have any questions or comments about anything covered in this video, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.